At 65, my erections were fading fast, pills barely worked, and I felt like less of a man. But 2 weeks after adding this simple fruit to my breakfast, everything changed. Blood flow, desire, confidence all came back, and today, I'll show you exactly what I did. 2 weeks. That's all it took. Just 2 weeks after I started eating a small slice of watermelon each morning, something shifted. Not just physically, emotionally. For the first time in years, I woke up with energy, drive, and a morning erection that didn't require a miracle pill. I didn't expect it. I wasn't chasing magic. But what happened next made me rethink everything I knew about male aging. I'm 65 years old, married for over 30 years, and like many men, I never imagined I'd be the guy avoiding intimacy because I was afraid I couldn't show up. For the past 5 years, things got slower. Erections were weaker. Sometimes they didn't show up at all. My confidence took a quiet hit. And the more I worried, the worse it got. I tried the usual suspects: L-arginine, ginseng, even prescription pills. They worked sometimes, but I hated the side effects: headaches, stuffy nose, and the constant pressure of, will it work this time? That's when I stumbled across a surprising headline: Watermelon Nature's Viagra. I laughed at first, but what I found changed everything. 1. The science that shocked me. Turns out a watermelon contains an amino acid called citrulline, which converts into arginine in the body. Arginine is a precursor to nitric oxide, the very molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation. A 2011 study published in Urology showed that men with mild erectile dysfunction who supplemented with citrulline had improved hardness and sexual satisfaction compared to placebo. That's when it clicked. The problem wasn't my desire, it was blood flow. And this fruit could fix it. 2. I made a simple change. Every morning, instead of toast or cereal, I started my day with a bowl of fresh watermelon, about 2 cups. No pills, no tricks, just fruit. And I added soursop, also called graviola, twice a week, a fruit rich in antioxidants and known in traditional medicine for boosting circulation and reducing inflammation. Within 7 days, I noticed something shocking. I wasn't as tired. I didn't nap mid-afternoon. And when my wife reached for my hand at night, I felt ready. 3. Blood flow was only the beginning. One morning, I woke up and felt the pressure I hadn't felt in years, a firm morning erection. And no, I didn't take anything the night before. That's when I knew something real was happening. My hands felt warmer. My feet didn't go numb as often. I had more stamina walking up the stairs. According to the American Journal of Hypertension, increased nitric oxide from foods like watermelon and beetroot helps lower blood pressure and enhance vascular function. Erections are the first sign, but the bigger victory is circulation. When blood moves, everything improves. 4. I added one more fruit, and it supercharged everything. I had read that persimmons, Japanese hachia or fuyu, were rich in flavonoids and polyphenols, both known to enhance endothelial function. So I swapped my mid-morning snack, no more crackers, just half a ripe persimmon 2 or 3 times a week. Within 2 weeks of this trio watermelon every day, soursop twice a week, and persimmon every few days, the results were undeniable. Morning wood was consistent. Intercourse was spontaneous again, not scheduled around a pill. I felt more emotionally present. When your blood vessels open and testosterone flows, your mood changes, your posture changes, your relationship changes. 5. My doctor was skeptical until he saw my numbers. At my routine checkup, my blood pressure had dropped from 138/88 to 124/80. My resting heart rate improved, and my morning testosterone reading was up by 15%. A 2020 study in nutrients confirmed that antioxidant-rich fruits like soursop improve testicular function and hormone levels in aging males. My doctor asked, what changed? I told him just fruit, no medication, no crazy supplements, just consistent nutrient-dense foods that support nitric oxide and hormone production. Sometimes nature works better than a pharmacy if you give it a chance. 6. I had to change more than just my diet. Once I realized how much blood flow impacted everything, not just sex but memory, stamina, and sleep, I made a few more changes. I started walking 20 minutes after breakfast. I drank 2 liters of water daily. I cut back on alcohol, red wine once a week. No more beer. And most importantly, I started breathing deeply. Harvard research shows that diaphragmatic breathing increases nitric oxide release by up to 15%, especially in older adults. Erections aren't just about testosterone. They're about oxygen, breath, movement, intention. 7. How it changed my marriage. For the first time in years, intimacy wasn't awkward. I wasn't avoiding it. I didn't feel shame. I felt connected. My wife noticed. She said, "You feel present again," and she was right. I was more patient. I laughed more. I didn't retreat into silence or frustration. When your body feels alive again, your relationships heal not because of sex, but because of energy. 8. The real lesson. Aging isn't the end. We've been sold the lie that decline is inevitable. That once you hit 60, you're done growing, done desiring, done thriving. But I'm proof, and so are thousands of men now discovering this, that food is more than fuel. It's medicine. It's power. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Hippocrates. You don't need a prescription to start healing. Sometimes all it takes is fruit. What these 2 weeks really taught me. I thought I was chasing a better erection, but what I gained went far deeper than that. Yes, the watermelon, soursop, and persimmons helped. They improved my blood flow. They helped restore natural nitric oxide production, and they reawakened my testosterone slowly but surely. But the real shift, it was realizing that my body wasn't broken. It was simply underfed. Underfed of real nutrients. Under-oxygenated. Under-cared for. As men, especially after 60, we're told that decline is natural, that slowing down, disconnecting, losing desire is just part of aging. But no one tells you this. Your body still remembers how to feel strong, how to respond, how to rise if you give it what it needs. And what it needs isn't always a pill. It's circulation, it's color, it's life. It's the fruit you pass by in the grocery store without realizing it might be the spark you've been missing. Erections, at their core, are a reflection of how alive your blood vessels are, not just your libido. And when you nourish them, you don't just feel it between the sheets. You feel it in your breath, your stride, your voice, and your mindset. You show up more for your partner, for your family, and for yourself. What you can do right now, if even a part of this story resonated with you, let today be your turning point. You don't have to change everything, but you can start with one thing. Go buy a fresh watermelon. Slice it. Eat it for breakfast. Add soursop or persimmon this week if you can find them. And more importantly, pay attention to how you feel after a few days. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. Then, do 3 simple things. Like this video, if you found value in it, it helps more men see honest, natural ways to reclaim their vitality. Comment below. What have you tried that helped you feel more alive after 60? Let's learn from each other. Subscribe for more science-backed, real-life solutions made just for men like us. Because you're not past your prime. You're in a powerful new chapter, and what you eat, what you breathe, and what you believe will shape everything that comes next. You deserve to feel strong again, and sometimes that starts with fruit.